Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Dr. Lucente here from Holistic Body Center in Cold Neck, New Jersey. I'm going to do a quick talk on 5 things that you can do to keep your children healthy. So let's get started. So the first thing is eliminate or decrease the amount of sugar that your children are eating. I've been doing holistic health for over 20 years, and what I can tell you, based on science, based on medical studies, is that almost all disease that we know of is a result of eating too much sugar and too many carbohydrates. And it's even more so prevalent now because the types of sugars that are in the foods are very, very dangerous. They're addictive, and they're causing our children to get sick. This is the first time in the history of humankind that the lifespan of human beings has actually decreased. So that's scary. If you have children like I do, you want your kids to live a long, healthy life. And this generation and the next generation are actually have a lower life expectancy than the previous generations. And that's really a result of our food and what the food industry has created and what our diets have become. So you must eliminate sugar or decrease the amounts of sugar that your children are eating. Now, this can come in many forms. The biggest and most dangerous is something called high fructose corn syrup, which is in almost every processed food. And it's addictive. It's made to be addictive by the food industry. And it's a very highly concentrated sugar that spikes your blood sugar and wreaks havoc on not only your blood sugar, but it also destroys your gut. And as you'll be hearing me speak about a lot, your gut is the key to living a long, healthy life and to staying in a state of health. So high fructose corn syrup, soda. Soda is poison, folks. So if you think that, oh, you know what, it's just a soda and it's not going to do any harm, the main ingredient in Coca-Cola, or one of the ingredients in Coca-Cola rather, is phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid you could actually use to clean your car. And if a Coca-Cola truck actually were to spill over on the highway, there would actually call hazmat. And you could look that up to clean up the spill because the amount of phosphoric acid that's in Coca-Cola. So when you're giving your children Coca-Cola, every time you're giving your child Coca-Cola or any soda for that matter, you are poisoning them. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, no pun intended. But folks, you have to stop giving your kids soda. And that goes also for fruit juices too. Fruit juices are not healthy. They're not health foods, even if they're natural. Juices in general spike your blood sugar. They're not healthy foods, and soda are not healthy foods. Get your kids in the habit of drinking water. Water is what's meant to be in our body. Our bodies are composed of mostly water, and you have to get your kids to start drinking more water and less sugar. So that's number one. Number two is milk. So here's my feeling on milk, and this is, again, all the things that I'm saying are not my opinion. These are backed by solid science. So the number of people that are allergic to milk, either through lactose or one of the proteins, which are casein and whey, are astronomical. And here's the reason, folks. We are not cows. We were not meant to drink the milk of another mammal. Just think of how ridiculous that is, that we as human beings, advanced as we are drinking the milk of another mammal. Now, I know people are going to say, well, milk is important for strong bones and strong teeth. False. It's wrong. If you look at the studies that in populations that don't drink milk, they have actually less incidence of osteoporosis than we do in this country. There are good other sources of protein and healthy fats that can help our nerve sheaths grow and our bones grow and our teeth to be healthy. There is no reason for a young child or even an adult to drink milk or milk products. So milk is an extremely inflammatory substance. It wreaks havoc on our gut. And I treat a lot of kids with autism, ADHD. And one of the first things that I take away is milk and dairy. And it makes a world of difference in their behavior and in their overall health. So number 2, eliminate milk, drink water. Number 3 is processed foods. Folks, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I do a lot of reading. I read a lot of medical journals. And what I can tell you is that processed foods are killing us. They're killing us and they're killing our children. The food industry since 1990s has been adding sugar, fat, and salt to all of our foods. They're not even real foods. They're addicting. They are full of harmful ingredients. They kill our gut bacteria. They destroy our microbiome, which is the gut bacteria, by the poisons that are in our food and the amounts of pesticides that are in our food, included in processed foods, that are known to destroy our health. If you look at glyphosate, which is Roundup, which is in all non-GMO foods and non-organic foods, glyphosate was actually marketed as an antibiotic. If you look at the patent on glyphosate, again, you could look this up, it's patented as an antibiotic. And if you've heard any one of my talks, you know what antibiotics do to our bodies. Antibiotics are very, very, very dangerous to our health, and they should only be used for serious infections. And unfortunately, the medical community has failed by giving antibiotics for almost every single viral illness or subclinical bacterial illness or self-resolved bacterial illnesses, which our bodies are capable of fighting. And we're destroying our kids' health. We're destroying their immune systems. And we are making our kids sicker and sicker and sicker. I see kids with ADHD, with autism, with anxiety disorders, with obesity, with diabetes. Folks, we have to do something about this. We have to start waking up and taking care of our children and not just giving them amphetamines to treat ADHD. Kids have ADHD because of the foods, because of the poisons in our environment, and you have to start taking it seriously. If you want your kid to live a long, healthy life, watch this video, share this video, and really take it to heart. Really start doing the research of what food is doing to us. Now, food can also be medicine, and food is actually the best medicine. And if you learn how to feed your child properly and you get them into good eating habits, your children will flourish. They will do well in school. They'll do well socially. Their health will prosper, and you will be a happy parent. I guarantee it. So processed foods are anything that has more than 1 or 2 ingredients. For example, what's the ingredient in a banana, right? You see a label on a banana? No, it's a banana. It's one ingredient. The ingredients that are in fruits and vegetables. What's the ingredients in broccoli? Just broccoli, right? So when you take a box of something, let's say as simple as Ritz crackers, and you see that there's 20 or 30 ingredients in a box of Ritz crackers, well, you say, oh, it's low fat, it doesn't have that many carbs. Well, it must be a healthy snack. Unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but anything that's not coming from the earth and is processed is not good for your body. It may be gluten-free. The box may say whole grains. Doesn't matter, folks. It's not healthy. It is not healthy for you. It is not healthy for your children. Make a decision to get your family healthy. Heed my advice. Our kids their brains are sick. Their bodies are sick. They're getting diabetes at younger and younger ages. Kids have anxiety disorder. They have weakened immune systems. They have many different infectious diseases like Lyme and pandas that probably wouldn't be so harmful if we had strong immune systems. So eliminate processed foods. Number 4, exercise. With this era of video games and longer hours of school and just too much screen time, you have to get your kids to do some kind of exercise every day. Now that the weather's nice, go out for a walk, take them to the park, do something, have them do some kind of exercise video, or have them march up and down the stairs. Whatever you have to do, kids, folks, get your kids to be active. You really need to get your kids to exercise, to be mobile. They need to get out from in front of the TV and get outside and get fresh air and really watch less TV, watch less screen time videos, and get out and do things. I actually see kids watching videos of other children playing with toys. Or even worse, I've seen kids watching videos of adults playing with children's toys, which is, beyond my comprehension. But get your kids to exercise. Do something fun with them. Get them to run around and play and laugh. It's gonna save their lives. It's gonna get them healthy. We need to get our kids outside. We need to get them oxygen, fresh air, and we need to get them off their butts and exercising. So that's number 4. Excuse me. Number 5, screen time and sleep. Our kids are not getting enough sleep. All the studies show is adults and children need 8 to 10 hours of sleep. If your child is sleeping 8 hours, less than 8 hours, then your child is not getting enough sleep. They're not releasing the proper hormones that they need to release in order to be healthy. So you need your kids to get a good night's sleep. And one of the things that's affecting this again is screen time. So screen time should be limited to 1 to 2 hours, especially during the week, and it should be limited to 2 hours before bedtime. Again, the screens have blue light, which are disruptive to sleep. They are occupying our kids' minds. They're visually and mentally stimulated, auditorily stimulated, and it's preventing the kids from really winding down and getting a good night's sleep. So no screen time, no videos or iPads or iPhones or TV 2 hours before bed. Have them read a book or do an activity, but try to keep that rule and be strict about it. It helps the kids unwind. They should be in a nice dark room with no blue light, which is phones, TVs, things like that. Get blackout shades. You should do this for yourself as well. Sleeping in the dark is very beneficial in a really dark room to getting our bodies into the proper states of sleep. So those are our 5 tips. Number 6, I'm going to add, because I mentioned it before, stay away from antibiotics. Unless your child has a positive culture for strep or something like that, do not give your children antibiotics for every little cold, every little cough. Don't let your doctor tell you that they have a throat infection and a double ear infection and a sinus infection. No, folks, that is called a viral illness. Okay, a bacterial illness is very concentrated. Like a strep throat, kids will have a sore throat and a fever. If they have a sinus infection, they'll have sinus pain, maybe some nasal constriction and a fever. An ear infection that's bacterial will usually be just an earache and a fever. If they have a runny nose and an earache and a sore throat and a headache, that's a viral illness, folks. You do not need antibiotics for that. And what you're doing is every time you're giving your child an antibiotic, you are destroying their immune system. And if you're not giving them probiotics for 3 or 4 months afterwards, you're destroying their immune system each and every time. And every time you give them antibiotics, their immune system's getting weaker. You're killing their gut bugs. You're affecting their absorption of their vitamins. You're affecting their personalities by killing the bad bacteria, good bacteria, and letting the bad bacteria grow. Folks, autism is now 1 in 5 boys in New Jersey. This is an epidemic. There's countless number of children who are on amphetamines for ADHD. We need to wake up. We need to unite. We need to make a stand and force the public, like schools and public areas, to start serving healthy foods. You go to a restaurant and there's a bunch of healthy food, and what's on the kids menu? Pizza, nuggets and fries that are cooked in the worst oil, and all kinds of junk, hot dogs. And this is what we're giving our children. And then we're wondering, why is my kid hyper? Why is he doing poorly in school? Why can't he pay attention? Why can't he focus? Why is his language delayed? We have to start taking a stand, folks. Please watch this video, share this video. This is something I'm very passionate about. If you'd like me to work, or someone on our team to work with your children and your family, this should be a family effort, come see us, or you can see us over the internet. We consult with people all over the country. And just take the time to watch this video and listen to what I'm saying, and make a decision to prolong your child's life. Give them a healthy childhood, give them a fun childhood filled with laughter and not all the distractions. And let's get back to basics, folks. Feeding our kids good, whole foods, avoiding the bad stuff, getting the toxins out of their environment. And you can do it. Your child could do it. Let's not let this generation be another generation that's living a shorter time. Again, thank you for listening. Come see us at Holistic Body Center. Give us a call. Reach out to us on the internet. If you like this video, please share it. Give us a like. And I hope to see you again more frequently. And again, keep your kids healthy. God bless everyone. Have a great weekend.